Hey guys, welcome back. Jeffrey and Bubba again with Team NauticStar. Today we want to give you a second look at Jeffrey's 227 XTS. But we're actually this morning on Grenada Lake in North Mississippi fishing as we speak. And we thought it'd be a great idea to let you see the boat in action, let you see how we do what we do. So like we saw in the factory a couple weeks ago, this boat is rigged with a 112-pound 36-volt Ultrex trolling motor, but we did install a 12-inch Garmin. It is rigged with Panoptics or live scope, and it's linked to a 9-inch unit that's in the console that you'll see in just a second. Some of the other things we added to the boat here is these Millennium rod holders. Now you'll hear me say Millennium several times through this video, not because Millennium's a sponsor of ours, but over the years that we've been doing this, we've tried several different rod holders and different types of equipment, and these are just the ones that we found that work the best for us. So, all right, we'll move on to the back of the boat. Before we go, one thing that you'll probably notice, we did add a couple of pedestal pole bases to the front deck here. If we're up here spider rigging or pushing cranks off the front, we can move our pedestal poles and seats up here, and we set side by side. So that's one other thing we added. Moving back here to the console, again you see the 9-inch Garmin. It is linked, so we can share the screen from the unit in the bow, and if we're back here pulling cranks like we are today, we can see the same thing here on this unit. Works great. Again, this boat is rigged with a hydraulic jack plate. You can see the switch for it right here, and trim tabs as well. But a couple of neat things I want to show you about the control panel I don't think everybody has seen or knows about. But like, for example, turning on the forward live well. And I hope you can see it on the video, but the first time I mash the button, it goes to fill, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's filling as we speak. But you hit the button the second time, it turns red and it goes to recirculate. So if the live well has a sufficient amount of water in it, just hitting the switch, the same switch the second time, when it turns red, it's on recirculate. And it does that for the front live well and the rear live well. And it has similar functions for like your navigation lights. First time you hit it, it turns blue. Your anchor light in the rear and your navigation lights on the bow are both working. Hit it again, it turns red, then you just have your anchor light in the rear. So, not having to have as many switches, the switches do multiple things, and is handy. And the courtesy lights work very similar. I know obviously you can't see it here now, but this boat does have lights in the live wells, so first time you touch the switch, courtesy lights come on as well as the live well lights. Second time it turns red and it's just your live well lights. So again, some neat features there with the control panel. All right, moving on here to the back. Again, I'll mention the Yeti slide, which we've got it blocked with a cooler here that we're hoping to put some fish in. But with it out of the way, of course, you can slide the Yeti cooler out, get yourself a drink, what have you. Now, the seats here that we're using, again, Millennium products. And what we like about these, they're very comfortable, but as you can see, you can literally see through them, which means they're a lot cooler than a regular seat. So we really like these, and they're really comfortable to sit in. Now, again, you can see more rod racks in the rear. Again, Millennium rod racks, and we're actually pulling crankbaits right now. I think we're running a, Jeffrey, you may have to correct me here, but a 12-inch rod, a 12-foot rod, 8-foot rod. Which one is this?
Yeah, it'll be a 14, 12, 8, and 6.
All right, there you go. These are all his rods. I couldn't remember what his lengths were, but so that's kind of the setup in the back. Again, Millennium rod holders on each side. And one of the other things that we get a lot if we're at a gas station getting gas or getting ice or whatever is, man, what are them things on the back of that boat? obviously power poles. These are 10-foot power poles. And another question we get a lot is these right here, the drift paddles. Now what these are used for, a lot of times if we're spider rigging, we try to, whenever possible, go with the wind. And with that, sometimes you certainly go faster than you want to go. So simply engaging these paddles right here and letting the power poles down, we can control our speed much easier than trying to put out drift socks. And if it's bad enough, we'll do that too, but having these make it so much easier. And they simply just lock right back out of the way, and they work great. So again guys, just another look at the 227 XTS and why it's a great boat for crappie fishing. Like for example, Grenada Lake, this lake can get really rough. 2 to 3 foot swells is not uncommon here. So having a boat this size gives you a little bit of added confidence in maybe fishing on some days when it maybe is too rough to be out here. But the boat handles it wonderfully. We're having a ball with it, and we know you guys would too. So stay with us. Hopefully we'll show you some fish here before the day's over with, maybe. But guys, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.